Hello everyone and welcome back here on the ChainLog YouTube channel. Today we are going to see the price action, so we get an update on the price action of Bitcoin and Ethereum and so on. So let's see, yesterday we left the social media with all the supports that we have. We had the support of the lower Bollinger Bands that helped us sustain the price. And today we're still more or less at the same spot. We recovered the 100 the EMA and so on. We are getting into on-chain data as well next, but first let's see where we should expect to go, and let's maybe take more clean chart right here. So this is the chart where I have the macro and long-term perspective. So in this case we have this kind of pattern right here, but we've also, and let's get out this, and another pattern that's forming and that we broke below to the downside right here. And this is more or less the same pattern we saw. We broke to the downside, but still we didn't get to see here if we can arrive there. Then we have as well all this kind of useful indication and information for the price. So we have the Bollinger Bands that are actually, you see, every time we get to have the Bollinger Bands real close together, then we have volatility, so downside, upside, downside, and so on. And even here you see the same upside, downside, and so on until we got into a no volatility zone, and I call it the volatility area. That's more or less something like this right here. And we are arriving there on the daily chart. On the 4-hour chart we have it a lot more. In fact, if you are a day trader, you should watch that as well. And placing where your bets wherever you want. Anyway, on the daily chart we have as well the RSI. We are on the lower part of the RSI. We didn't touch the 25k for it. Even here on the bitstamp chart, because we have more data, is still 25. Okay, we need to see some kind of that action on the bitstamp chart, because I suggest you to use that because I have more historic data. And then we have the MAs. So we have the 100 MAs that we stayed above. Now I don't see that much coming into a new downside event that goes less than 25k. If we go there, we go as we did right here, as per some kind of short long squeeze that's recovering and again, because there are bits right here in this area right here. There are bits to sustain the price. In the case we follow, we fall down there, and there isn't really much instead until the next the 31k again, 31k again. There isn't really much of price action, so still we are now forming some kind of supports and resistances at this price from 25k to 30k that we didn't have before. And I don't see the price coming down, nor I see this breaking to the downside too much. And in fact, if we have to, the 200 weekly EMA, 200 weekly EMA that we see right here, maybe it's better to take the bitstamp chart right now. 200 weekly EMA is at 25.3k, and it's helped, supported by even this. Actually, we stopped to the 50 EMA, but even the 200 SMA help the price stays above on the weekly chart. So I don't see the price coming down from here as of right now, and I don't see that even because I saw some dormancy getting up, and this is the volume on the lifespan, let's say, of the time that's passed between the acquisition of a Bitcoin and the spending of a Bitcoin, supply adjusted, so we can compare the cycles together. And I saw it getting a little bit up lately, so the volume must have been taken out of the market, so someone must have taken realized profit or realized losses at this level, because they have been spent, and dormancy is a derived metrics of the Bitcoin days destroyed, or the coin days destroyed. So you see, we need to see then who realized profit at these levels, but the price still, even if realized loss or realized profit, and we'll see one of those, the price still here, more or less, is still in the same zone we were yesterday, and in fact still growing. So we have bids down there, and we have bids, and we have even the support of the short-term order realized price 25.8, and in fact we did touch that more or less here, you see, perfectly 2 times actually, but the last one was perfectly aligned, and this is the support the price will have, and we need to stay above that if we want to have another upside event. And still we are there. I think we'll stay right there. If we have to fall back down below, we'll get to the 25k really fast and get above the 26k really fast. It will be really fast. It will be a volatility in 1 day or so. So we did have still the long-term order realized price, and instead is at 19k. We didn't really. I don't think we'll get there anytime soon. You see, there isn't really any much realized loss on chain. There is some realized profit coming from AMBAX, so 10k or more bitcoins, that are taking profits lately. You see right here. They're taking profits slowly, but slowly. Here was really much, a lot of profit, like 2 billion profit, and they're taking it to, but they are not really. Seems like they are the same here, but they were not in this case right here, because here we have whales, and in fact you see that we have the 3 to 4 years and 2 to 3, the 3 to 4 years colors, and the 4 to 8 years colors that are whales. Instead, these yellow colors right here, they are more or less the same, and they come from AMBAX. Obviously this is another level. This is 140 to 6 months, and this is an AMBAX alone, and this lastly AMBAX, they are not the same. This was one AMBAX, this was another AMBAX, because they have two different hodling time on their wallets. And in fact you see right here that this lastly was another AMBAX that is slowly decreasing. It's holding, realizing some profits. Nothing major anyway, because the price is still there, as I already said. So, and the young cumulative bands realized price here demonstrate that 6 month or less holders have their realized price. The cost basis at 25k, so that will be another support for the price. You see right here, we did in fact did the same as the short-term order realized price, and we are at a support. So we have realized profit, and this 6 month or less are also AMBAX and so on. So we know that the AMBAX as well are in this category right here. And so if we fall and we get to the 25k level, at the time we'll get to a level of profitability that is a little bit less than 1. We are still getting into the 1 more or less, and at that point we'll be bouncing back up, as we did right here. We'll be bouncing back up again and in another upside level event. If we don't manage to stay above the short-term order realized price right here, if we didn't manage to stay above 25.8, and nor we take in consideration the 25k level, that is more or less the 200 right here, 25.3, the 200 on the weekly, 200 EMA, 25.3. If we didn't manage to get there, we will fall back probably 24k, 24.3 at this point to this 26 SMA, and 23.8 directly. So there isn't really much between the 25k level and the 24k level, nor until I think 23, because the 23k level has more support on the monthly. On the monthly chart here you see 24k, but 23k is more or less here, so we have some MAs that could help the price of 24.8, 25. So it's still 25k. 50 SMA in the monthly chart is 25k, and the EMA is 24.8, so we are still there. 25k is the level we don't want to lose, and we should get there if we fall back below. But next, what I see is that we come to the 25k level at the very maximum, even if we can stay right here, and then we get up to another level, maybe again to the 30k, to 31k, to see if we can break this time. And below there is only this. This is the close and the openings of the 3 to 5 month candles. So 23k level will be the next one. In that case, there isn't really much between them. This is what I see right now. I don't know you, and if you want to, if you have any question, I'm here. But if you want to share with me your vision about that, I will be very grateful. Anyway, as of right now, we are close, and this is we are close to the falling back. But if we do, I already said what it will be doing at the price. Okay, so we'll see you next time. I hope you enjoyed the content. Subscribe, ring bell, and so on. And you can follow me on my other social. The links are in the descriptions. And anyway, I have courses on technical analysis and so on. So if you want to take one of those, or if you want to contact me to be helped, I'll be very grateful, and I appreciate to help somebody else. So see you next time, guys and girls, and cheers.